Hello, and welcome to St. Louis University's Madrid, Spain campus. My name is Heidi Buffington, and I'm the Director of Admissions here. Originally from Erie, Pennsylvania, I came to Spain to study abroad in college. I ended up doing my master's degree in Madrid, and I've been at the university now for more than 15 years. It feels like my home away from home, and I'm excited to tell you more about SLU Madrid. I want to start by giving you a big picture of our university. Our main campus, the St. Louis campus, is in St. Louis, Missouri. It was founded in 1818, and it's a large teaching and research university with approximately 13,000 students. And it has a very well-known medical school, law school, school of nursing, and school of business. The Madrid, Spain campus was founded in 1967 and has some 900 students. It's the European branch campus. While studying with us, you can study at both campuses, and once you're admitted to one, both campuses are available to you. We are a Catholic Jesuit institution, and we are accepting students of all faiths and non-faiths. The Jesuits were founded by a Spanish man named Ignacio de Loyola in the mid-1500s, and the Jesuits are known for giving back to society through healthcare, social justice, and education. At SLU Madrid, we believe in educating the whole person. So you learn to become a professional and leader in your field, and you think about the world around you by giving back to others. So students are active in community service and volunteering, and we challenge you as a student to think about who you are and how you will give back to others and the world around you. And now I want to introduce you to our mascot, the Billiken. In the early 1900s, he was drawn by a local artist as a symbol of good luck. He represented things as they ought to be. He became the mascot because local media thought that a SLU sports coach named John Bender looked like a Billiken with pointy ears and a big smile. And it stuck. We were known as Bender's Billikens. You can see an original drawing here, and on the right, you can see a statue at our main campus in St. Louis. Students rub its belly for good luck before exams. And moving on to tell you a little bit more about our St. Louis campus. So as I mentioned, we were founded in 1818, and we were the first US university with a campus west of the Mississippi River. You can see one of our high rankings. We're ranked 103 by US News and World Reports. And we have 14 programs that are ranked in the top 50 nationally, which is impressive. And now I'd like to highlight some more rankings. We are a best value college as named by the Princeton Review. Students can use their federal financial aid at either of our campuses, and in Madrid, our tuition is about 45% lower than comparable universities. We've also earned a diversity award by Insight into Diversity. This award is given to universities that demonstrate outstanding commitment to diversity and inclusion. And we're very proud of this because in Madrid, we pride ourselves in our cultural, linguistic, and geographic diversity. And finally, in the bottom right, you can see we were named number 2 in community service engagement by the Princeton Review. Both of our campuses are included in this ranking and this award. And it's wonderful because we pride ourselves on helping others. For example, a new initiative that we've started is to help people in Madrid, in our neighborhoods, do their shopping, those people that can't leave their homes. We want to make a positive impact on our local Madrid and St. Louis communities. And now I'd like to show you some images of our St. Louis campus. This is an entrance to one of our one side of our campus. This archway or doorway into campus leads you to the business facility. Much like Madrid has arches that symbolize the entrance into the city, many of our entrances into our St. Louis campus have these large arches. I will show you a picture of one of our buildings, and we have a similar arch in Madrid. Another view of our St. Louis campus on a beautiful fall day in St. Louis. We can see the Parks College of Engineering here. There's the College Church in the background, some residence halls, and our Bush Student Center is in the far left. And here is the backside of the Bush Student Center. We use our outdoor space quite a bit in both of our campus, much like in Madrid. In this building, you'll find the bookstore, mailboxes, there are several restaurants, and an interesting fact, we have a Panera Bread restaurant, and it's actually called the St. Louis Bread Company because it was founded in St. Louis. And here you can see some of the sports fields, there's a big arena there in the far back right, and our Billiken statue is in this area. If you look far in the back in the distance, you can see the famous St. Louis Arch, which is on the Mississippi River. And moving on to our Madrid campus. So now that you have a general idea about St. Louis, let me tell you more about our Madrid campus. We were founded over 50 years ago in 1967, and we were the first US university with a campus in Europe. We have between 900 to 1,000 students and 15 full degree programs offered completely in Madrid. I should mention that our classes are taught all in English, so you don't need to know Spanish to study with us. And many of our students actually haven't taken any Spanish before they come. We are a full American university. So now I'd like to show you what our campus looks like. We're in a quiet neighborhood just north of the University City area. Our campus is composed of 3 buildings, all within walking distance, and the campus is close to really great public transportation that everyone takes. So let's look at some of the buildings more closely. This is San Ignacio Hall, our biggest building on campus, and it really is a hub for student activity. You can see the symbolic archway there, and it mimics the arch at our St. Louis campus. And in this building, we have the cafeteria, an auditorium, dance studios, music practice rooms, an art studio, the library, academic advising, as well as several classrooms and a really great rooftop terrace with amazing views of the sunset and the mountains in the distance. The cafeteria is one of many hangout places on campus. This photo was taken before we had to wear masks and maintain social distance, but it's a great place to spend time, even now. And our campus boasts lots of great outdoor spaces in all 3 buildings, much like in St. Louis. And Madrid is sunny some 300 plus days a year, so you'll be able to use these spaces very often. And now Padre Arrupe Hall. Here we have the Office of Admissions, where I'm recording this presentation right now. There are faculty offices, science labs for chemistry, biology, physics, nursing students, even engineering students. And you can see there's a great outdoor space here in the front with some benches and some areas to hang out. And also in the back of the building, this is the back patio. And it's used for classes. There's a marketing class you can see here. And also on the right, we have an opening convocation that is to welcome our new students every year. Otherwise, this patio can be used for quiet study. And our third building is Padre Rubio Hall. The majority of the classes are held here. And you can also find our student life team in this building. They help with sports and volunteering, trips, getting a doctor's appointment, your residency cards, and anything non-academic. Also here, you guessed it, we have great outdoor space for study. And now, moving on to our beautiful city of Madrid. I don't know if you've been here before, but it's a really vibrant, bustling, and modern city, but also very historic. That's easy to walk around and it's very safe. It's a very student-friendly city and there's always something to do. So let's see more about where SLU is located and what there is to do in Madrid. For those of you who haven't been to Spain before, Madrid is right in the center of the country. You can see in the upper right-hand corner. Madrid's a large city, but it's not as large as, say, London or Paris, for example. It has great public transportation, and you don't need a car to get around. Our campus, you can see, is in the northwest of the city, near the University City area, and it's located just between two metro stations, Guzman el Bueno and Vicente Alexandre. All walks of life take public transportation, I should add, and it's really easy to get around. Students can travel on a monthly Metro Pass for 20 euros, which might be about 22 or 23 US dollars. Madrid's also really walkable and very safe. So to get from the Puerta del Sol, you can see a picture of the building there, which is kind of like our Times Square, the very center of the historic downtown. To get from there to the university, it might be 30 or 40 minutes walking. So let's go see some sights of Madrid. Here we are in the Plaza Mayor. This is Isaiah, and he's one of our students who has a scholarship to help in the marketing office. And the Plaza Mayor is really just a great place to have a coffee or meet up with friends and have tapas and hang out. The Plaza Mayor just celebrated 500 years. Madrid is really, truly a historic city. Here we have the Puerta de Alcalá, which is one of the famous entryways into the city. Much like the arch represents entry to our campus, these puertas, or these doorways, represent the entering of into the city of Madrid. And as I mentioned earlier, there's always something to do here. You can visit one of the many world famous museums, sit at an outdoor cafe, take dance classes, enjoy street festivals, or just walking around. Or you can come to this famous stadium and see a Real Madrid football game, soccer game. And then there's Retiro Park. Madrid also has a very large urban green space like Central Park, which is called Retiro Park. People come here to jog or do yoga, go rollerblading, even have beautiful picnics or see modern art in this Crystal Palace building. And it has a lake in the middle. So you can rent rowboats or have picnics. And students love to come here to disconnect, even if it is right in the heart of the city. So now that you know more about our campus and maybe you're excited about coming to Madrid, let's see about what you can study with us. Here you can see the 15 degrees that can be completed entirely in Madrid. Popular programs include international business, marketing, and economics in the School of Business. And other programs and popular majors are computer science, psychology, political science, and communication, for example. We also have a wide variety of minors, which are almost like studying half a degree program that you can see on the right-hand side. You can combine any of the minors or special programs with the majors on the left-hand side. And no worries, if you don't know what you want to study, you can apply as still deciding and then decide when you are studying in your first year or year and a half at the university. SLU offers some 70 programs that can be started in Madrid and finished in St. Louis, much like a traditional 2+2 program. Here are some of them. Many of the science programs like engineering, biology, and chemistry are 2+2 programs. Programs like nursing, aviation management, and the health sciences, like athletic training, for example, are competitive direct admit programs, meaning that if you apply to the program, you'll know if you've been admitted upon time of admission. There are so many ways that you can take your learning outside the classroom and apply it in some way, shape, or form. It'll just depend on your major or what you are studying. We do lots of class trips within Madrid and to other places around Spain or Europe. You may do nursing clinicals or medical shadowing if you're in the health sciences in a local Spanish hospital and get to know how the Spanish healthcare system works. You may decide to do an internship, which is really great for your personal learning in the program that you're studying, but also to see how a Spanish company functions. And you may do a capstone project or some research project, or simply teach English on campus, like the student in the bottom right-hand side. He is participating in our community ESL program where we teach English to the local community. It's a great experience for you to start learning about teaching if you're interested in that. You will be challenged by coming here personally and academically, and we'll encourage you to take classes you've never considered. But we need to mention that we will support you along the way. So you can find the academic program and programs that most excite you, and we want you to be successful in them. So no matter what you choose, we have an academic advising office that will help you choose your classes and stay on track. We have tutoring services. So some of our students, some of our upper class students actually function as tutors to help underclassmen students succeed. You can get help in our writing center, whether it's in English or Spanish if you have papers. Most faculty and most offices have their doors open. So if you need help and you want to talk to someone, if the door is open, you can go right in. Another thing to mention is we do have disability services. If you need extra time on exams, for example, if you need to just talk to someone, we do have a wellness center and we can help you in that area. We also have health insurance for all of our students through a private healthcare company called Sanitas and a 24-hour emergency phone. So if you need anything, we are available. We want you to succeed. And now, just so you have an idea of what studying at SLU Madrid is like, we have small classes. You can see a class in the upper left-hand corner, and the desks are in a semicircle format. We definitely don't have a top-down teaching method. It's very student-centered. We encourage conversation. And like I said before, the faculty offices are always open, so we encourage a lot of discourse between students and faculty. You can see some of our nursing students in the upper right in our nursing lab on campus, and other classes that students often take because we are a liberal arts university. You can take a painting class in our art studio. You can take a dance class in our dance studio. All of these things can be taken even while you're studying programs like biology or engineering, for example. It continues with that well-rounded education and the education of the whole person. And of course, I'm sure you're going to want to know what life is like as a student on and off campus. We have lots of university-sponsored activities or clubs and activities. You can see in the top row a lot of our fine and performing arts. We have a theater performance every semester. We have a choir in the middle. Our students in our choir, and there are some faculty and staff in our choir too, they often go and sing to local residences for elderly to give back to the community. We have a dance performance every semester, and you can see one of the acts in the upper right-hand corner. And of course, being in Madrid, we want you to explore the city. You can see one of our field trips in the middle going to a cinema, and another field trip to England with the Shakespeare's class. The Shakespeare class went to see the Globe Theatre and the birthplace of Shakespeare. And more clubs and activities. There's always something going on in Madrid, whether it is a bicycle ride on a Friday afternoon with our sports director, Cesar. You can see him there in a blue t-shirt. You could do a scuba diving course, and then you actually go down for your first dive to the Mediterranean Sea. We have a paddle tournament. You can see some of our students. This is from fall semester wearing masks. This is a fundraising tournament. And the bottom right is from last year, and the Human Rights Club was raising money to buy blankets for some homeless people that they are in conversation with. And the bottom left, I should mention, our Boca Talk Club is one of our most popular activities. And the homeless people that the blankets were for are the ones that the students generally will be taking sandwiches to. This is a student-founded club. You can see a couple of the founders there. One of the students in the blue shirt, the navy blue shirt, cutting that ham open, he was one of the founders. And this club makes sandwiches and then takes them to homeless and then eats with them. It's been several years in function. It's one of our most popular. I think I mentioned that. Another opportunity for students when they are studying with us in St. Louis University Madrid campus is to study abroad. You can study at another university. So your main campus might be our Madrid campus, but maybe you do a semester in St. Louis, Missouri, or you go to Brussels or one of our other partner universities in Japan or Brazil or Italy or South Korea. We have a career services office that will help you from day one to know how to put together a resume. You can see an Instagram post there. Our career services office also does sessions on how to use LinkedIn, how to do mock interviews, really everything to help you become a professional after you graduate. You can do an internship, and once you graduate, you will have access to the other Jesuit partner universities' career service offices. You can see all of their logos listed there. So what can you do with a SLU Madrid degree? Well, let's hear from a graduate. This is Lauralee Abad. She's from the Philippines originally, and she says that her time at SLU Madrid, her global experience at SLU Madrid proved invaluable to her career. She collaborates with people from different countries and cultures, and that's something that she does on a daily basis in her job. She got an internship when she was a student in Madrid. She eventually started working with them, and now she is in Sydney, Australia, and she's a marketing manager for this European-based company. This is just one example, but our students go on to do many different things, whether it's graduate degrees or working internationally, even going back home to wherever home is for them. A question we always get from students is, where will I live? What is housing like in Madrid? We have partnered with Nexo Residencias. This is a private housing company that has dorms around the city of Madrid. There are two that we work with that are close by to campus, just about an 8-minute walk. We have housing for our SLU community, so you will be with other St. Louis University students, but at the same time, there are other university students from around Madrid who will be living with you in the same facility. It's clean, modern. They clean your room every week. There's a cafeteria, a gym, lots of great study spaces. And the great thing is you'll meet other local students. And now on to scholarships and financial aid. We want to help you study with us. We know that choosing a college is a difficult decision and a very important one. And there are several ways that we can assist you in affording a university. One of those ways is through automatic scholarships. So once we review your application, there are certain scholarships that we review for automatically. One is when we look at your academic performance, and we offer merit scholarships within the ranges of 1,500 euros to 9,000 euros a year. Other scholarships include the Jesuit and the Catholic high school scholarship if you have studied at a Jesuit or a Catholic high school. Also, if you have a brother or sister who will be studying with you, or if you have a parent that is a graduate of St. Louis University, we will automatically consider you for these scholarships. On the right, you can see some other scholarships that do require a separate application, like our full tuition scholarship called the Director's Scholarship. There is a deadline, and you do need to apply for that. That is for the fall semester only, but we encourage you, if you meet that GPA requirement there, to apply. And then there's also the Departmental Support Scholarship. Anyone can apply for these, and it is assisting around campus. So whether it's in our marketing office or admissions or the bookstore, students can assist for a tuition reduction. And just to mention, you can apply U.S. federal financial aid, and you need to apply through FAFSA for that for U.S. citizens or permanent residents. And if you have a family member, or if you are have been in the military or a veteran, you can use veterans benefits. Choosing a university is an important decision personally and financially. SLU is recognized as a best value college by Princeton Review. And you can see here that our tuition is significantly less than comparable highly ranked private universities. You can also see the rate of a year in a residence hall with full room and board. And we have very few extra fees on campus. And the only one that all students pay is 100 euros per semester for use of the Sodexo cafeteria that we have on campus. Other fees are applicable if you take private music lessons or art classes. And now for the last details on how to apply. If it sounds interesting to you and you're interested in being considered for admission, you would need to apply through our SLU application or the Common App. Both are considered equally. You would need to send your official transcripts from all of the high schools where you have studied. And if you are in a system that has a test score for entry into university, you would need to send that, like a Spanish system or a British A-levels, French baccalaureate, for example. We are SAT, ACT test optional. So if you are not studying in the American system, you don't need to send this exam. If you are studying in an American system or an American high school, you have the option to choose if you'd like to send it or not. We encourage you to send it if you do have a score, and we will evaluate you in the best way possible. We won't disadvantage you for having or for not having the score. If you have not studied in English for the past 4 years, you will need to send an English proficiency exam, whether it be the TOEFL or IELTS. We do accept Duolingo as well. We want to know what your level is, so we make sure to place you appropriately. And then number 5, optional items. These items can help your application. We really want to get to know you. So the test scores and transcripts can tell us one story, but we want to know who you are as a person. And recommendation letters can tell us that from other teachers or counselors. If you have a CV or a resume, you can highlight some of your accomplishments or the things you like to do. And an admission interview is really the best way for us to get to know you and who you are and what you're interested in, and it can help strengthen your application. Well, this leads us to the end of our presentation, and I hope that you've learned a little bit more about St. Louis University, about our Madrid, Spain campus, about the city of Madrid, and I hope you've gotten a little bit excited about possibly studying here. If you want more information or you want to explore on your own, you have our Instagram page. You can look at YouTube or check us out on Facebook. There are lots of great stories, and you can continue to see what we are posting and what's happening in the city of Madrid. Adventure awaits here, so we hope to see you. Thanks a lot and have a great day.